back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be doing these explicit keychains. Now you can see I've done a couple already. Now that's because in a previous video I was doing some explicit coasters, and my aim was that with any leftover colour I was going to fill these, but turns out I didn't have enough resin, so I thought I would now just film this and do it as a separate video. So in this one, in the previous video I just done a dirty pour, so any leftover I done it in there, and in this one I did it with the leftover pink. But for the remainder I've got a bit of overspill gone in. I think I'm going to do like a foiled resin now in this, and I'm going to be using a different resin than the last one. The last one I used a heat resistant resin from Resin 8, but in this one I'm going to use my Vista Lake or Ocean, or what's the name, Lake Ocean Mariana. So I'm going to mix up some of this and we're going to do these coasters. So you would have seen in my, if you've watched my previous video, if you haven't seen it I'll link it down below for the coasters. But how I've prepped these moulds is with the lettering, because normally I colour them in afterwards with acrylic paint, but I've painted them already with an acrylic paint marker. So I've done that beforehand, that's obviously dried, and then I hope that when I demould, the lettering's done, I don't need to worry about painting it in. So I hope that turns out okay, because it's the first time I've done that. So make sure you see how they turn out. But let's mix up some resin and then let's get doing these keychains. And if you're offended by, because obviously it's backwards now, if you can read backwards, but if you're offended by swear words, then this video is not for you. So what I'm going to use in here is I've got this pack of silver and gold leaf. I'm going to break that up and put it into the resin. This sit for about 10 minutes. You can see some bubbles are rising, so I'm going to let it sit, plus I want it to thicken up a bit because it's still really watery, and then we'll get pouring. I've decided to crack on because I'm too impatient, so we're going to get pouring these moulds. Still really runny. You know what I might do? Might pour it into a little vessel. Makes it easier to pour. I'm going to use one of these, just keep pouring into here. Makes it more controllable. So here they are. It's still really runny. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this set up for a little bit, and then we can maneuver these foil pieces around, so then they'll stay where we want them. And I poured way too much, so I've got a couple of other moulds that I'm going to fill up with this, so we don't waste our resin. So this has now been probably 36 hours, and these ones, they're still bendy. So this was done with the Vista resin. So I don't know if either I've mixed it wrong or it just needs a bit longer, but I have demolded them, so these ones just need to be left flat and hopefully they'll cure. This one was done with the other resin, the Resin 8 heat resist resin, and it's cured. Same with that one, it's cured. So I have to leave these to flatten out. I don't know if I recorded this one, but I've done that with the same resin. The only thing is with this one, it's matte, so it's shiny on the back, but then it's matte. But again, that's bendy. Same with this trinket dish, it's bendy. So what I do is, while it's still hardening, put the lid on, bend it to shape, so when it hardens, it will harden so that the lid fits perfectly. And then I've got one more to demold, which is this heart. It's like a pocket hug heart. And that's got a slightly matte finish to it as well. You can see that it's shiny, but this side's matte. But that will look nice if you do some vinyl, and you can put some text on that, which is just cute as a heart on its own. So yeah, I need to leave these to set before I can put the keychains on them. But I don't know if you've seen the video that I've done these. This is another video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. This is the coaster molds that I've done, and these were done with a different resin, and they've cured a lot better. But once these have hardened, hopefully they will, then I can just put the keychains on them. But pre-doing the lettering before you pour the resin has worked so much better. But otherwise, I love them. Just want to show you that after 48 hours, these have hardened up. So they're nice and hard now after 48 hours. There's my little dish. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.